Welcome to the True Man Podcast. This is an invitation to radical reconstruction of a man's masculine heart and soul in a place of safe community where we dare to ask questions deep seated inside a man and explore ways to help you become a better man, a better son, a better dad, and a better spouse. Well, thanks for joining me on another True Man Podcast. Always honor to have you along for the ride. Now, do you know the difference between being busy and being productive? And why does it matter? Now, I've done my best to strike the phrase "I'm busy" from my vocabulary. I just don't like it anymore. It just does not go in the direction that I'm going in. Yes, we live in a fast paced world, but the phrase "I'm busy" has become a common response to the question, "How are you?" I'm busy, right? How many times do you hear this? Now, this automatic reply often mask a deeper issue, a lack of productivity and effective time management. Now, being busy is not the same thing as being productive. And understanding this distinction is crucial for achieving a successful, organized, and fulfilled life. Now, I'd like to talk with you about why being busy versus being productive is detrimental and how leveraging your calendar effectively can transform your time management, leading to a happier, more accomplished personal and professional life. Now, in my experience, busy people often fill their days with tasks, meetings, and activities, yet they rarely accomplish meaningful goals. They are constantly in motion, but like a hamster on a wheel, they make very little progress. Now, this illusion of busyness creates a false sense of productivity, leading to frustration and, of course, burnout. Now, being busy is about being occupied. Being productive is about achieving results. Do you see the difference? The former scatters your focus and energy, while the latter channels it towards significant accomplishment. There's a big difference. Now, when your focus is scattered and you're doing several things at once, what really matters rarely gets done. And it can leave you feeling stressed and disgusted that you never get to what you really want to get to, that you could get to if you prioritize what it actually is you want to make happen in your life. Did you get all that? Sure was a mouthful. But let's face it, there is power in a well managed calendar, and it's important to keep one. If you don't manage it, trust me, other people will. And my advice to you is don't give people control or the power to do that in your life. A managed calendar is a powerful tool in the quest for productivity. It acts as a roadmap, guiding you through your day with purpose and direction. Now, when you use your calendar to plan and prioritize tasks, you ensure that your time is spent on activities that align with your goals. So you got to have goals there. You got to do that too. Now, this proactive approach contrasts sharply with the reactive nature of business, where you are constantly responding to immediate demands and distractions and or putting out fires. How many of you run through life putting out fires? Now, a well-managed calendar is going to help you leverage your time better. And leveraging your time means making conscious decisions about how you allocate it. It involves setting aside specific blocks for focused work, meetings, personal time, and relaxation. How about that? You can put relaxation on your calendar. Now, by doing this, you create a balanced schedule that allows you to be productive without sacrificing your well being. Now, this strategic use of time will help you maintain control over your day rather than allowing it to control you. How would you like that? Now, I like to call when it's not in your control, I like to call that flying by the seat of your pants. And operating without a plan and a calendar is a surefire way to remain busy but unproductive. And when you fly by the seat of your pants, you are constantly putting out fires and dealing with whatever demands arise. Now, this chaotic approach leaves little room for strategic thinking or long term planning. And it also increases stress and reduces the quality of your work. In contrast, a well planned schedule enables you to anticipate challenges, allocate resources effectively, and achieve better outcomes. Gee, which one do you want? One of the most important aspects of effective time management is taking control of your calendar. And when you allow others to manage your time, you're going to lose that ability to prioritize your task and your goals. That's just the way it is because they'll take over and it's going to become about them. Because we all have this thing around our necks that says what's in it for me, whether we like it, whether you like it or not. That's what it's all about. And if you give other people control, they'll take it. So it's essential to set boundaries and communicate your availability clearly. And this might mean declining certain meetings or delegating tasks to others. By managing your calendar proactively, you're going to ensure that your time is used in the most efficient and effective manner possible. Don't you want that? Now, a common misconception is that productivity requires sacrificing personal time. In reality, an effective time management and the use of calendar can help you achieve a healthy work life balance. Now, by scheduling time for family, hobbies, and relaxation, you ensure that your personal needs are met. And those are critically important. And this balance not only will improve your well being, but also enhance your productivity. And when you are well rested and fulfilled, you are more focused, creative, and efficient in your work. Do you see how that works? Now, something that I also encourage is building margin into your schedule. It'll surface in your life as well. Now, margin is the space in your schedule that allows for unexpected events, emergencies, and downtime. It is a little bit of that, it's a buffer that prevents you from becoming overwhelmed and overworked. Now, by building margin into your calendar, you create a more flexible and resilient schedule. And this practice helps you manage stress and maintain a high level of performance. It's what you're looking for anyway, even when unexpected challenges arise. And in fact, when you build margin into your life and into your calendar, you are going to find it increases your productivity. And then, how about the benefits of being productive rather than the being busy? I mean, those it's numerous that being productive is gonna catapult you. Productivity leads to a sense of accomplishment and progress. It allows you to achieve your goals and really realize your potential. It also improves your quality of work as you are able to focus on what truly matters. Furthermore, productivity enhances your well-being and reduces stress, creating more time for personal activities and relaxation. Now, as I begin to wrap up today, let me provide you some practical steps that I've used to move away from busyness to a more productive life. See, not only am I eliminating the term busyness, I'm trying to come up with ideas and practical steps to create more productivity. One is set clear goals. Please do this. Define what you want to achieve, create a roadmap to get there, and break down your goals into manageable tasks and prioritize them. Two, use your calendar effectively. Schedule time for focused work, meetings, and personal activities. Review and adjust your schedule regularly to ensure it aligns with all your priorities. Now, here's an important one. Maybe we don't talk about this enough. Limit your distractions. Lord knows we are so distracted in this world. So many things get us off track. Identify the common distractions in your day and find ways to minimize them. This might include turning off notifications. I strongly encourage you to turn notifications off on your computer, setting boundaries, and, create a dedicated workspace. This may include removing your mobile phone from your area if you're specifically working on. I know what I just said caused some people to break out into a cold sweat, but do it. Figure out ways to limit your distractions. Work in 20, 25 minutes, no more than 30 minute sprints, and then build some margin in. I think that'll help you. 4, delegate and outsource. This is something I'm learning to do. Recognize that you can't do everything yourself. Delegate tasks that others can handle and consider outsourcing activities that are not the best use of your time. Trust me, it's a huge benefit. 5, take breaks. This is what I was talking about earlier. Build a little margin in when you're keep regular breaks because they're essential for maintaining productivity. Schedule short breaks throughout your day to rest and recharge. They don't have to be long. Do that 20 to 30 minute sprint and maybe build some margin in there. Take a break, regroup, and then go on to your next task. And finally, reflect and adjust. At the end of each day, I think this is so important. Journal. That's a good one. Take time to reflect on what worked and what didn't. Adjust your approach as needed to continually improve your time management. I'll tell you, we probably don't do this enough at the end of our days to just take the time to reflect, journal, and think about what we learned that day. It is such an effective way to live. Now, these ideas, they're just a few ways to help you create a productive lifestyle. There are many more that I'm sure you can come up with. But the distinction between being busy and being productive is a critical one. And while busyness keeps you occupied, productivity leads to meaningful accomplishments. So by leveraging your calendar, managing your time effectively, and taking control of your schedule, you can transition from the state of constant busyness to one of purposeful productivity. And this shift will not only enhance your professional success, but also improve your personal well-being, allowing you to lead a more balanced, fulfilling, and enjoyable life. How does that sound to you? Now, in the end, it's not about how busy you are. It's really not. It's about how productive you can be with your time, with the time that you have. So take charge of your calendar, prioritize your task, and build the margin to enjoy life. You'll find that you can achieve great things without the constant rush and stress that keeps you perpetually busy. Now, I used to say I only work with busy people. Now, I found that that is an inaccurate statement. I only work with productive people. Now, if you'd like to learn how to be more productive and less busy, certainly reach out to me. I'd be happy to have that conversation with you at mike@truemanlifecoaching.com. Go out to my website. Check out that wheel of life that's on my website. If you're out of balance in any area of that wheel as a result of busyness, reach out to me as well. That is a great tool. It's an interactive wheel of life. You can go out there, sign up for it. It's free. I love that tool. It'll give you immediate feedback. Well, if you enjoyed today's podcast, please, please, please leave me a great review of the podcast. Helps the podcast be better found. And I love to read what people are saying about the podcast. Well, I enjoyed having you with me today, and I hope you learned a little bit about the difference between busyness and productivity. Well, until next week, go out and make this your very best day ever.